Hello, BCPA community. We are so happy that you are here. I am Alyssa Williams. I'm the Executive Director of BCPA, and we are excited to be able to share more about our renewed partnerships for 2025. We have a packed agenda for the day, so without further ado, we're going to get started. Um, as we welcome you to this event, I think it comes at a time where there's a lot of social and political change going on. And uh, as an organization, what we've done is we've looked internally to say, where are our opportunities? And we continually say, it's with us, it's within us. And that also comes with looking back at how we got started. So for those of you who are new, BCPA was founded in 2021, in February 2021, but that wasn't just the beginning. In 2020, after the racial uprising that took place, our founders were really looking around like, where are the opportunities for Black partners within the Microsoft ecosystem to connect? Simultaneously, the Microsoft Black Partner Growth Initiative was getting started, and that's when the formation of the partnership really got going. Throughout that year, the two organizations really worked together on community engagement, learning from the community, and building programs and cultivating or crafting investments that made sense to help push the community forward. That was either through accelerator programming or events and a myriad of activities that sought to bring everyone together. And we're committed to doing that more this year. So today I am so excited to have a powerhouse of folks join me. We'll have Regina Johnson from the Microsoft Black Partner Growth Initiative. We'll have Jenny Brown from App Meetup and Shannon Proverbs from the Partner Masters. Now, BCPA is going through kind of a transformation. What's really been exciting is that this year we have onboarded a brand new board of directors. We have a large group of folks who are really invested in taking a second look at what BCPA is doing and reimagining our direction. We know the BCPA model works. We are committed to making sure that we're accelerating our members, and what we're hoping to do is do that at scale. And through that, that means we're really wanting to bring together the partners who can help us do that. We're also well aware that, we're coming up on what many have seen as the end of the racial equity commitments that we saw in 2020, that came to light in 2020. But that doesn't mean that we're going away. In order to do that, though, it means we as a collective organization have to come together to support one another. And we're doing this by implementing our membership dues. And you may have heard a little bit about our membership dues last fall, but I want to revisit this and ensure that everyone is aware that you get a lot of rich opportunity as you support the organization. Now, all these funds support our operations and our ability to secure more programming and resources for you. So at the basic level, we'll host our virtual events. You'll always have access to your power forums, town halls, and community celebrations. You'll also have access to coaching services, and you'll also be enrolled in the BCPA Marketplace database. And we really highly encourage that to help facilitate your partner-to-partner networking. For our advanced membership, you get everything in Tier 1, plus early access to events and programming that is sponsored by Microsoft. So that includes conferences, business training, and in-person events. You'll be the first to know. Finally, our pro membership includes everything in tier 1 and 2, plus early access to accelerator programming registration, and then complimentary entry into our annual golf tournament or our flagship events. So we're really looking forward to coming together as a community and unlocking all the resources that are available. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Regina Johnson so she can actually share more about how we are coming together as BCPA and BPGI and what the future looks like. Regina? Oh, you're on mute.
Will you be able to share the slides? Because I want to make sure I don't miss any good nuggets.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you, Alyssa, for setting the stage while she's setting that up. And thank you, Alyssa, for sharing. Um, I'm excited to be here in this moment. It is a moment to continue momentum. So if you don't remember anything else I say Alyssa set the stage. Remember these actions. Now is the time to join the new BCPA membership model and apply for the evolved BBGI Business Incubator and cohorts. And I'm going to walk through that. Before I do, let me pause. I see a lot of familiar faces in the room, and I want to thank you for joining to share your most precious commodity, which is your time. I also want to thank BCPA board who are in the room, as well as some members I see in the audience who are representing Blacks at Microsoft. For those who may not know, BAM is an internal resource group, and 5 years ago, several of their leaders advocated for the creation of the Black Partner Growth Initiative. So thank you. Many of you may know or may not know, I work in the Microsoft Global Solutions organization underneath Chief Partner Officer CVP Nicole Dizzen. And we are excited to continue the work of BPGI, the Black Partner Growth Initiative, which is an internal initiative, but we want to scale and do it even broader with a deeper collaboration. And this is why we're going to partner even deeper with the Black Channel Partner Alliance. I'm going to talk a little bit about why. Let me first start with the history. So BBGI was created underneath the Racial Equity Initiative. It was stood up by Satya Nadella, and it was originally created as an initiative that is a recruit motion, meaning not only to recruit tech entrepreneurs who may not even have known what the Microsoft Partner Program is, but also to connect with current Black partners who are looking for additional support. So this push for recruitment has expanded into enablement. And if you go to the next slide, I can talk a little bit more about a little bit of our journey. So these are our three core pillars. They're always going to continue to stand. What we have been thinking about is, okay, we don't just want to get as many Black partners into this initiative, and I know this is also what BCPA is thinking through. We need to figure out what is needed to provide partners with the necessary resources and tools to navigate the complex Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program. Access. You need a seat at the table. And that is what we have always been working on, not only seat at the table, getting you into the actual resources that you need within the partner program, but clarity about what is available to you. We've all heard navigating Microsoft is complex. That's not changing. So what do you actually need to move forward? And as you all know, BBGI also partnered with Microsoft Finance Organization to develop the Capital Fund, which is still going to continue. Community. Being an entrepreneur is lonely. I am an entrepreneur as well, and I consult entrepreneurs as well as I've heard this from many of you all, particularly when you're trying to bring something new into the world. And so this is the power of BCPA and why the organization was initially started with Microsoft's backing and why we're going to do even deeper partnership. And then last, growth, because bottom line, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. I heard that. So I started this time and with BBGI to ensure that we're continuing to support you. I even started with the commodity of time. You all are busy entrepreneurs, you're trying to navigate the space, and so you don't have time for fluff. And so we try to simplify and connect you to the resources to help your growth. BCPA does it as well. And we work with other phenomenal partners who support this work, several of which you will hear from today. Let's go to the next slide. Alyssa talked a little bit about the timeline and the why for this moment to move the way that we're going to move. I'm going to take a little bit deeper dive and give a step back and look back at how we got here. So again, BPGI is the internal Microsoft initiative, and we have been working with BCPA to drive economic impact for Black tech entrepreneurs. We sometimes work together, we sometimes worked in silos. This changes this year. Deeper connection with the two organizations. I've actually been at Microsoft for 5 years, and I'm going to pause because many of you may not know that Alyssa used to support teams at Microsoft, and she led and laid the foundation for what BBGI would become. We actually collaborated deeply together, working to strategize on the operations and how Microsoft could fund organizations, including the creation of the Black Channel Partner Alliance, BCPA, 5 years ago. So, Alyssa, I want to pause and say thank you. It is a beautiful thing to see all this come for a full circle with you now being the executive director of BCPA. So I'm giving you your flowers now. Okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Whether you are a partner in the audience and a BCPA member or a tech entrepreneur in the audience wanting to join, BBGI is a structured business incubator designed to drive revenue and visibility. We spent a lot of time. I sent a Q2 update. If you did not get that email, send me a message and I will get that email to you. But we spent a lot of time in Q1 and Q2 talking to you all, talking to partners. What actually is needed? What can we do to help you thrive more? How can this evolve? And so from that came, it's not just a cohort, it's not just an accelerator, it is a full motion, it is a full business incubator to drive revenue and to drive visibility for Black-owned businesses. And our goal is simple. We want to ensure that you, Black entrepreneurs, succeed at scale. And we're going to do this with BCPA. Let's go to the next slide. So what's changing? Alyssa talked about the membership model, but in general, what is different in general and why are we shifting to a more structured model, not only with BCPA and the great work that they're doing, but also with BBGI? I'm going to lean in here. Again, if you don't remember anything else I say, main thing to know, Microsoft is collaborating deeper with BCPA. BCPA will be the overarching supporter for Black partners, and BBGI will continue to offer curated cohorts, accelerators through a business incubator that people will have to apply to. Membership like this not only helps with sustainability, but also ensures that you get the community that you need and that we also work with the partners who are best ready to move to the next stage. And BCPA is going to help get you all ready. And we're investing even more support through Microsoft into organizations like BCPA. In summary, this just isn't about networking. I know you hear the word community. Sounds like that's real cute, but it's not really about networking. It's about real business opportunities, hearing what is working, strategizing, going after opportunities and deals together, funding and access to customers. So you see here what this means. BBGI, again, was an internal initiative. It's not just an informal initiative where just everyone can enroll. It's a structured business incubator with curated programming, mentorship, and continued access to capital. Going forward in 2025, only paid BCPA members will be able to access the BBGI cohorts and training. We're doing this so we can really dig in deeper with partners. Sometimes you go and attend different things and it seems like a one size fit all type of model. We want to lean in deeper, which means that we need to know that you're ready to go to the next stage. And while we'll be looking for partners to even lean in. As you all have seen even previously, and many of you all have been in previous cohorts we've done, Catalyst, and all the different things we've done, it's replicating that, continue those different motions. Again, this is an investment in your business growth. You're always thinking about this anyway. I think that's why you are here to get additional support support. And then BCPA members who are accepted into the BBGI Business Incubator will receive business advising, direct connections, and amplification of their business. I'm very passionate about that personally. You've seen even my LinkedIn. I really believe in the powers of stories. Your story needs to be seen, needs to be heard, and is valuable. And we will continue to do that through Microsoft platforms. So this shift ensures that serious committed partners gain access to these high value opportunities. Again, you can be in the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program without joining BCPA, without applying for a BPGI cohort. There is numerous resources there anyway. We help you with clarity about what's already provided to you. These are just some additional ways to invest in your business. And if you're thinking about just deeper connection and you want to continue for several of those who have already done previous cohorts, this is the place for you. Let's go to the next slide, and we have a few more slides. So, what do you get specifically in the BBGI Business Incubator? And I want to thank several of the people who we spoke to really lean in here. We're going to continue our cohorts in terms of training and skilling. Now, we all know that Black entrepreneurs are the most trained. We're overtrained. We go to skilling. We know exactly what is done. There's numerous different forms of training. So why we are still focused on skilling is helping you to understand what is actually available to you. The Copilot chat that was just released. How can I activate it? So it's not just a sit, get, and forget. It is, this is what's happening right now. This is the moment, and this is how you can activate it right now, specifically with sales and strategy. We are going to be doing a business advising and one-on-one coaching. This is also why we want to have smaller groups, because we are connecting you to a Microsoft stakeholder, different roles, PDMs, PTSs, business leaders, marketing leaders, and you will receive a coach and an advisor to really just hear what's the next steps I got to do. We also will be continuing to connect partners to the other programs that are out there, like Microsoft Concierge and other programs like that. Really focused on marketplace acceleration. How do we really optimize your co-sell strategy? What is needed to get co-sell ready? What's the hang up? How can we support? And so really helping understand to drive that. And why we even care about this, I told you I sit in GPS. Specifically, I sit in the benefits organization. So we develop the benefits for the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program. We got to hear your voice. We got to hear your feedback, because then we are able to see, is what we are offering actually working? And we want to hear from Black entrepreneurs, and this is why we have partnered with you all. One thing that we are adding when you apply to BGI, you will be segmented by industry and solution area. We're developing industry and solution based network. This is actually open to all BCPA members, even if you decide you don't want to be in the BBGI incubator. It really is to get you connected to other partners. Who is doing the work that you're doing? How can we go after opportunities together? There's a digital community that App Meetup will be talking about that will connect people together. But the also reason for this type of segmentation is so that all the information that's internal and Microsoft, we can make sure that we drive the best information to you based on whether you're in government, whether you are data and AI. We want to get the right information to you. And I talked about visibility and brand amplification, and I talked more about some in-person gatherings that we're really excited about. Let's go to the next slide. So on the next slide, you may see some familiar faces. I talked about what we are going to do, but don't just take my word for it. You see some examples of some of the impact. In the past 5 years, we've had about 1,500 partners come through the BBGI initiative. And so these are real results, and we want to continue working with the partners in this group who have been in previous cohorts. So I'm going to send the link so you can reapply, as well as new partners. Let's go to the next slide, and then I have two more slides, and we're going to wrap this up and turn it over to the next people. We are not going to just do this alone. We brought together the best industry experts. You're going to hear from the partner masters. You're going to hear from App Meetup. We are really focused on bringing you all the experts, and this is just a few of the experts that you'll see in connection when you are in the business incubator. Let's go to the last slide. So in summary, it's time to become a BCPA member in the new model, and I will be posting the link of how to move forward. We are excited to continue the momentum, but I'm glad to do this with BCPA and with partners like the Partner Masters, who I'm going to turn over to Justin, who also worked at Microsoft, and his partner in crime, Shannon, who's going to talk about what they provide, which will also be open to people who are in the business incubator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, BPGI and BCPA. We are so excited to be here. I'm going to share some slides with you guys as well. So again, like I said, thank you for having me here today. I'm Shannon Proverbs, a partner profitability executive and community manager for TPM. On behalf of Justin Slagle, our founder, and the Partner Masters, it's been such an honor working alongside BCPA to support the members of this community. And we are really excited about the deeper collaboration and support that BCPA is going to have with BPGI. And we are honored that you have placed your trust in our guidance to help maximize your investment in the Microsoft ecosystem and accelerate your partnership profitability. Through our previous engagement with BCPA Optimize, I've gotten to know some of you, and it's brought me so much joy to see you thrive and continue to progress in the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program. So I just wanted to, most of you know who the Partner Masters are, but if you don't know who we are a collective of Microsoft ecosystem subject matter experts. We were started by two Microsoft wizards, Justin Slagle and Matt Sosman, in March of 2023. We started with maybe a dozen PPEs or partner profitability executives, and now we've grown, we've doubled, we plan on tripling over the next year or so, just to make sure we can accommodate and support more partners. We provide a lot of the tactical training and guidance to help you really accelerate your practice. And we've done a lot of great work with BCPA. I still talk to a lot of you, from time to time who have questions or need help. And it's just so much fun. But that's what we do here. We help you with all of the different things that you need to accelerate your practice. This is, I want to show you this. I'll never stop talking about this if you know me and you've worked with me. But your Microsoft partnership, we believe, is segmented into different pillars. And these pillars are all necessary for you to build a strong house, which is your Microsoft partnership. So everything starts with customer association, and then at the end of the rainbow will always be co-selling referrals. But what our team does is we help you understand all the components and all of the processes that go along with getting through these different pillars, so that you can start seeing your results and start seeing those relationships with Microsoft sellers really develop. There's just a method to it. And I know it's not easy as a partner to kind of navigate the partnership and figure out where everything is and how to do things correctly or effectively. So that's what we're here for. We're here to show you those fundamentals so that you can start taking your practice to another level. So let's talk about BCPA's accelerator program. I think you guys seen this slide before when we talked about it at a previous town hall, but we had a bunch of incredible partners in this program. They were with us for 90 days. We met with them at least once a week. We were in their partner center environments. We were helping them get through the pillars. We were trying to get them to move the needle in various areas of a scorecard. And it was such a joy and a pleasure to work with every single one of them. You all have amazing solutions and so many big ideas and goals, and I was so happy to be a part of that. These were the numbers that came out of the accelerator. When we started, we kind of had a blank slate with everybody, and then we ended up with some tremendous growth. So by the time we ended in June, our ACR growth skyrocketed about 67% month over month. TechAxia had a phenomenal run with us. They grew about 300%. Realistic Computing and Quant16 put some numbers on the board for ACR for the first time. We had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think we had at least 5 solution designated partners who came out of this accelerator, and they're still like kind of rolling in. So I'm just, and you guys always come back and tell me, I got it, I finally got it. So I love that. Also, we pulled some recent data. I obviously had to obfuscate people's data, but we definitely had a lot of growth. I wish I could have extrapolated the numbers from before, but they didn't look like this. So this is what our ACR numbers look like since working with you all. We are so proud of you. We see that you're growing, that you're using a lot of the skills and the methodologies that we've given you to continue to excel. So we're really excited about that. And also, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our new portal. Justin Slagle was supposed to help run us through this, but he is in transit right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take over his segment of our call. This is the thing that we are so excited about. We created a managed partner program partner portal. If you are interested in registering to take a look and see what's in there, because I think once I show you what's in there, it's going to blow your mind. That is going to be the link. So it's going to be tpm.ms /BCPA. You can register, and then our sales team on the back end will make sure they get you turned on and be able to give you a walkthrough about that. So let me see if I can pull this up. Can everybody see my screen? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Guys, can you see the portal? Yes? Okay, perfect. All right, so this is what you'll see when you get into the portal. Along the top right here is you're going to be all of your resources. So as a BCPA member, as a paid member, you're going to get access to a few tabs here. The first one is going to be this TPM University tab. In here, you're going to get access to our learning management profile, our platform. You're going to get to take a look at all the modules that are in there. Here's all our Microsoft Mastery calls that we have every Wednesday. You're going to be able to see the different sessions, previous sessions. You can go in here and you'll be able to take a look at the calls. And we've also kind of summarized what's going to be in there. Well, that one's for today. So, but things like this. So you'll be able to get in there. We talked about what we talked about. We get to see the videos. So that'll be in there. This is Partnering 101. We go through all the basics. So Justin did a phenomenal job with putting together, curating a lot of the content that goes in here. This is definitely one of the first things you need to watch when you're in here. And then we also put in some information about the Copilot CSP briefing program. And this is really important. A lot of you are selling licensing. A lot of you are trying to sell Copilot. So you definitely want to check this out so you can start making some money off of those briefings. I believe it's $1,500 per briefing. So we did want to make sure you knew about that. And also we have our Seaport ebook in here. And then this right here, everyone loves this, but you know, Microsoft has a lot of acronyms, right? So, you know, we made sure we put an acronyms guide in here so that way you can go in here and figure out what's going on with what you're reading. This right here, I'm gonna get back to reports, but here for forums, you'll have access to the community. If you've been in there before, I'm always dropping something in there about what's going on, events, just things to look out for. Here at TPM, this is really important. Here is where we talk about our services and what we can actually do for your practice. So all the PPEs kind of live in the partner operations support column. We have a technical strategist now who really lives in a technical strategy column. There's sales and marketing, which all of us kind of contribute to. And the most important thing I want to talk to you about is that we now have a division that handles technical delivery to your customers. So we have rolled out the Tech Mavericks, right? And so that's going to be a team of ex-Microsoft subject matter experts, technicians, program managers that are going to be able to deliver a lot of these engagements or services or products to your customers directly. So that's one thing that we're really, really proud of and we're very excited about is the Tech Mavericks, the kind of the delivery, customer delivery arm of our services. And also, and a lot of these are part of our premium services and our subscription-based services that we have now. So just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. And lastly, I did want to talk to you about reports. So we built this out to where we can take your Partner Center reporting data and we can drop them into a dashboard for you to go in and be able to make better decisions on how to sell things to your customers. Like for instance, if these are your customers, if you know and you sell CSP, you know that they have bought this many paid seats. These are what's active. The difference is the ones that you got to go and light up, right? So you need to go talk to them, run a campaign, see how you can get them to use more workloads. If they're not using, they have 0 users in Teams, maybe you need to go and have a Teams workshop. So we have a lot of different reports that you can go in here and kind of take a look and see how you can use that data to go and build your sales campaigns or to start driving usage so that you can go and get all those solution designations and co-sell at Microsoft and all the good things. So I definitely want to show you that. And then, of course, we have news and updates in here. So you can go in here, figure out what's going on with Microsoft. We're going to try to keep this updated as much as possible. But definitely wanted to show you what is going to come with this portal. And as a BCPA member, you will get access to all of our resources. If you're interested in the reporting, that belongs to some of our premium services, also our technical delivery. We can have a discussion about that. But again, I just want to say thank you so, so much. I am so happy and I'm so proud to be part of this again. Justin is very happy and proud to be part of this again. And we will do anything we can to help elevate BCPA, BPGI. So thank you for having us. We look forward to working with you again for the next accelerator.
Thank you so much, Shannon, for sharing just the wealth of information, knowledge, all the resources and opportunity that are available through TPM. We certainly saw great success back in the spring when you were engaging with our optimized cohort. I'm going to shift it now over to our community favorite, Jenny Brown, of App Meetup. And I'm going to have Jenny run through just the services and opportunities that are available through App Meetup. We all know that Jenny is deeply embedded in this community. So Jenny, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. I ran down the people list in Teams and see a lot of names that, want to give you guys big hugs. For those names that I haven't met yet, very excited for you to see you here, because this is a great group of people. A lot of these partners on this list have already worked together. So P2P or partner to partner, P2P is kind of a Microsoft term, but partnering together, P2P, is a theme that I'm going to be talking about today. It's something that many of the people in this room have already begun to do to expand Microsoft opportunities and to just generally expand recurring revenue and profitability in their company. And that would be the second theme that I have. That is what App Meetup has been doing in the Microsoft community since I think 2020 or 2021, doing the very first pilot BPGI accelerator back in the day. And Dexter, John, there's too many of you to name, have kind of been along this whole journey, over the years. And just to call up Pamela, I saw your name, Pamela, as an example, her company just, starting from, just getting clarity on the direction and what her superpower really is, and literally creating an app for truckers to be more healthy, to not fall asleep at the wheel, all of those kinds of things, and to just be able to run their business. She's created that offer and published it onto the Microsoft Marketplace from not having, that app at all. And so there's so much possibility. You saw on Regina's slide some of the testimonials of going from, maybe being a services business to having a product company and being able to serve thousands of people across the world. There's so much possibility in this room, and there's so much different pieces of expertise. As someone was sharing earlier, it can be complicated to navigate how to get the most out of your Microsoft partnership. So App Meetup's role is really to bring you all together. BCPA's role is to bring you all together, and App Meetup's role is to help you guys network with one another to identify your different areas of expertise. And of course, Partner Masters is taking you through specifically what pieces that you might need to improve to progress further in your solution designation and things like that. So let me go ahead and share my slides with you all. See here. Okay. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. I did leave my QR code here so that you guys can connect with me on LinkedIn. I would love for you to do that. But just really quickly, the 4 things I have to speak with you all about today is basically what happens once you join BCPA as a paid member, and then also BPGI. So you will get access to our P2P SWOT assessment. This is basically a self-assessment that is going to help inform what you will do in the following workshops that we have. So this P2P assessment is going to help you to identify your growth opportunities, what areas that you can, where you want to improve, and then really it's the foundation for creating your 2025 strategic plan with Microsoft. So in this assessment, I just wanted to, you don't have to read the things on the left, but I just wanted to show you like a screenshot of just basically a quick form. It's literally 3 fields for you to fill in. So once you are accepted into BCPA and BPGI, you'll get a welcome email and you'll get a link to be able to start doing this assessment. And then in February and March, we're actually going to be having these Circle of Excellence workshops. Circle of Excellence, we chose that name really specifically for a few reasons. One is when you're in these workshops, it is an actual interactive engagement where it's not a webinar. We're not just speaking at you. It's really helping you to create your strategy based on that assessment that you filled out. And again, we're focused on helping you to develop a recurring revenue model. So one of the things that we've seen over the years in coaching many Microsoft partners is that there's a lot of project-based work. We want to really help you to develop an offer that is repeatable, recurring revenue, in addition to the Microsoft licenses that you may be selling. So this is going to be focused on helping you with customer acquisition and then also identifying opportunities for P2P. And then we'll have solution area workshops as well. Well, you'll get to hear from other partners who have attained their solution designations, some of the maybe challenges that they've seen through that, and some of the benefits that they have as well. And that will help you to refine also and find new opportunities to engage in these different solution areas so that you can specialize in your company and then also be able to better partner as well. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Elevate Network, which is hosted on the Microsoft Partner Community Platform. So it's an online platform. And this is basically when we're not in these workshops together or we're not in person together, this is the way that we're going to be able to, identify P2P opportunities. And then you're going to get all the information that you need to grow your business with Microsoft. And then just on the right-hand side is kind of just some examples of basically what this online online community is going to look like. So again, you're going to have access and information about Microsoft expert-led sessions, different things that are going on with partners, and then community and collaboration. All right, I'm finding you guys again. Okay, so just, and guys, I know there's a bunch of you that have worked with us in the past. For those newbies, would you share, a nugget or a takeaway or some way that working with BCPA or, BCPA Not Meetup and BPGI have transformed your business? Because I just want to make sure that the new folks who are in here know that this is not just like another thing to do, but that this has actually transform your business in some way. So whether that's meeting a partner or making a pivot in your business or getting access to certain resources that help you to grow, I would love if you can just enter that in the chat during our meeting today. That would be fantastic. And with that being said, I would love to turn it back to you, I believe, Alyssa.
Well, thank you, Jenny. And, I hope everyone sees just how valuable App Meetup is for that, really bringing everyone together and learning from one another. I think that's that's the true value of continued cultivation of relationships and networking and truly being a facilitator of that, because sometimes it's easy to get in our own silos. I want to quickly turn it over to our board president, Frank Valdivieso, to share just a little bit about his perspective on what we're offering here. So Frank, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Alyssa. I don't want to take too much time. I know time is short and we want to leave some time for Q&A. But first and foremost, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you that took time out of your day-to-day to join us today. I want to say thank you to Regina, Ramel, and everyone at Microsoft for this amazing partnership that we have developed. I mean, it's just amazing to me when I think back over, in 4 short years, how much we've accomplished, especially around access to resources. It's funny, I was on a call right before this with Keith Odom was on the call here, and we were talking about, how things have changed and how things are different with regard to our ability to have access to resources. And that's really has come about because of this amazing partnership with Microsoft and the other partners on this call, Jenny and Danny, and the amazing work that they're doing in that meetup. I can't thank you enough. And the way you guys have leaned into this community. And Justin from day one, and Shannon and everyone over at TPM. Again, like I've always said, you can only be successful if a lot of people want you to be. And there's been a lot of people who have really come together to really support this community. And all I can say is really thank you, thank you, thank you. As I look at the future, I'm very excited. We've got an amazing board. Very diverse set of individuals, just bringing lots of energy to the community, and looking forward to engaging with all of you as we move forward. I think as we look to move forward, I think the term community is something you're going to see us really promote and really emphasize. Again, as Regina said, this is something I've always said, and what I've appreciated deeply about this community is the ability to come someplace where it's safe, like-minded individuals. Again, it is lonely being a business owner, and so this community has always provided me the support that I've needed. So moving forward, I think you're going to see some initiatives really focused around how do we leverage all of these amazing resources that we've been provided to really start impacting the bottom line. And I know there's been some amazing stories of some of you that are coming together, P2P, but really moving forward is how do we really leverage all of these resources now to really impact our bottom line. So I want to say thank you again for everyone. Looking forward to engaging with you and connecting with you in all the wonderful events that we're going to have throughout the year. And again, looking forward to thriving in 2025. We're going to thrive in 25, baby. All right. Thank you.
That's it right there.
Amen. That's a fact. All right. We want to open the floor for questions. So feel free to raise your hand, and then we'll take you off mute so that you can ask questions. We want to make sure that, this is the forum to do that. Also, here's the QR code for the membership dues, and we'll get you on our list. And then that way we can both communicate with you, and then make sure that Regina has the information that she needs to make sure that you can unlock the resources as well. So also don't forget to sign up for BPGI. All right, I see a hand from Renee.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, this question is for Regina. You mentioned that you had sent out a Q1 newsletter. I'd love to get a copy of that.
Yes, I'm going to
How
drop
do I
in
get my hands on it?
I'm going to drop in the chat, the email. This is our alias in general. Send the email to this and I will send it out. I want all the people to see it. So I would definitely get this to you.
Thank you.
While we're waiting for questions, can I give a shout out?
Of course.
I see someone in the audience. Let me make sure she's still here. Karen Fazio. I think she's still here. If she's not, I do want to give a shout out to Karen. Karen, I mentioned that Alyssa also supported with BPGI. Karen Fazio was my manager, and really drove this work. So, and I know she's on the BCPA board now, so I'm excited. And I see some hands.
Yeah, I see some hands as well. And I do want to also just send my gratitude to Karen for really, I know she likes to be behind the scenes, but she has worked her magic over and over and over again and really been a champion of this community for many, many years. So thank you, Karen. Let's see, we have Ledin. You can come off mute. Hi.
Okay, hello. Hi, how are you? I guess my question for you is, I'm kind of into YouTube a lot, and I'm seeing a lot of activity going on in Africa, and a lot of, BRICS, and expansion type things going out there. And I guess I'm just asking if you all can speak a little bit to, how you all perceive that, and what opportunities could maybe exist, as we expand in our knowledge of Microsoft, and of course of what's going on in the global community.
Sure. Do you want me to take that, or Regina, do you want to take it?
I can take it, but I had a answer, but I want to make sure I answer specifically. You're saying with everything that's happening with some of the issues in Africa, how are we thinking about it, or just in general, how are we thinking about expanding to Africa?
I mean, I think as entrepreneurs, we got to be very intentional and very strategic right now, especially
Mhm.
with a lot of the currencies, crypto. We really got to be very intentional and very, very agile and be able to, to take advantage of opportunities when they immediately, right? So
Mhm.
that's really more of what I'm hoping that you all will speak to. How are you all gearing yourselves to, as a community? Because I think we all have to be in sync to that to some extent. So I know that's a big question. I'm pretty bad at that,
No, I love it.
but I think you understand what I'm getting at,
Mhm. I love it. And I actually want to talk more with you about that. I know you connected with me on LinkedIn. In terms of BPGI and Microsoft, so BPGI has been for the past 5 years only for partners in the US. We are working with an internal organization now, is the Africa Transformation Office, to extend this to partners in Africa. And we're working deeply with that group about how we can move things forward, what's going on in Africa, and how we can best support businesses who are there. Several of our businesses in BBGI have opened offices in Africa, and also support the economy in general and really lean in and be agile. This is very important to me as my father actually just retired and moved back to Ghana. My family is from Ghana. So we're always trying to think through how we support the motherland, and part of the reason why we are expanding beyond the US.
And if I can also add to that, BCPA has facilitated a partnership, and I'll drop the information in the chat here. But last fall, we facilitated a partnership with the Octave Foundation, which is an organization in Uganda that focuses on AI tech skilling for the community there. If anybody's aware of Uganda, about 80% of the population lives below the poverty level. And so what we've done is, as they've focused on upskilling and skilling a workforce in technology, we have some partners there who work in offshore creation of offshore technology centers, and they have partnered with the folks in Uganda to do that. So it is a service that we want our community to take advantage of, so that we are effectively circulating the black dollar, right? Leveraging resources when we need offshore support, that with people who look like this. Um, I am going to hand it over to Kenji for the question.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Uh, Very new to the community, and so it's a lot of information shared today. I just want to know if there's going to be any information that's sent out to summarize. I'm still trying to get the acronyms correct. So there's a BCPA, there's a BPGI.
Oh,
There
there's so
was
many acronyms in
Yes.
Microsoft. We gonna send
yeah.
something out.
Yes, we'll send a follow-up to everyone who attended, but essentially, yes, we have the Microsoft Black Partner Growth Initiative, we have the Black Channel Partner Alliance, and then we have App Meetup and the Partner Masters, or TPM. So we'll certainly send out a summary of this information to this group.
Okay.
And be
Thank
also
you.
be sure to keep up with us on LinkedIn. And then that's a way to stay effectively in touch and understand what's going on a consistent basis.
Okay, and very quickly, one last question. So these are separate entities, but if I join one, do I join all, or do I have to join them all separately?
So you join BCPA and then it unlocks access to them all, but you do need to also register with the Black Partner Growth Initiative at Microsoft. So we will send out an email that outlines this process.
Thank you.
Mohammed, you're next.
Thanks, Alyssa, Regina, all of you guys. Thank you very much. This is excellent. So I actually just raised my hand because of the mention of Africa. My colleague Mark Furr is actually online, I think also. We have a managed services company called Summit Technologies, primarily on the Microsoft side, focused on security. And what we bring to the table, and we've been very successful with, is all of our talent is based in Africa. So we actually use all of our managed services people, focused on Microsoft security technologies. The team is based in Nairobi, Kenya, and they provide customers based in the US. And our customers are absolutely delighted with the quality of service, the technical talent, and all of that. So if there's anyone in the network who is interested in Africa, or I'm primarily interested in creating opportunities for African tech talent in the West, in the US primarily. And our biggest challenge for us is actually customer acquisition. We actually have a lot of incredible talent. We have access to incredible talent. I am actually going to make a statement that something we share with our customers and they all agree with, and that is our technical talent base in Africa is better than what you can even get from India in 4 different ways. One, we actually get more senior technical talent, mainly because Africa is not your traditional outsourcing market like India. So we get the more senior, more skilled, more let's say responsible technical talent. Kenyans actually speak fluent English. The primary language is English, so and the accent is much easier to understand. The time zone is different. Also, the technical talent in Africa, they're hungry, they work hard, and by the way, our customers love them. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is just, anyone who wants more details or talk to our customers, I'll be happy to facilitate. But anyone interested in collaborating with us, we're looking for collaboration. Our focus is on customer acquisition right now.
Oh, that is wonderful, Mohammed. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for sharing. And I see there's folks in the chat just ready to make connections. So make sure you stay locked in with those folks. Shanielle, is that who I see? Or yeah, Shanielle, do you want to go ahead and ask your question?
Hey, Alyssa, thanks for your time and the presentation. I had a question since we're talking about Africa and the expansion of BCPA. How about the Caribbean region? Are there any plans? Because last year there were a little bit of plans, but can you share a status update with me?
Sure. So I think it's something we're still working through. We have a new board who has brought new energy, and as we're strategizing for what the future is of BCPA, we'll be able to lay out in detail how we plan on making an impact. So I will certainly keep you updated as things continue to evolve.
That would be cool. Thanks.
Absolutely. Did I see Lindsay? You had your hand up.
And then Elkanah.
Or Elkanah, you can come off. How about Elkanah and then Peter?
Hey everyone. So grateful to be here with everybody in 2025. For those who do not know me, my name is Elkanah Reed. I'm the founder, CEO, and CTO at Workopti. And at Workopti, we help the world keep moving forward. We do this through using our AI technology that we take information to impact through the action point. And so With that being said, I just have a very practical question. I know that you sent out the Q2 update, Regina, where there was a link to fill out all the information. Do we have to now go back into the BPGI link and do that there? I'm just trying to figure out what the information flow is, just to make sure I'm on top of this and not assuming anything.
So what I sent in Q2 was for those who are interested in getting more information about what's coming, but a lot of it was shared in this email, this meeting, and I know we're going to send it out. The main thing that is needed for people who have not become a paid member of BCPA, that's first. The second one you'll see in our updated website for BPGI. If you do, after becoming a BCPA member in the new model, if you want to apply to the BPGI cohort, you can see the link on our site. The reason why we're asking all people to, even if you were in previous cohorts before, to basically re-enroll is to opt in to being able to hear more from us. And so at Microsoft, there's a lot of privacy rules. You have to opt in to getting communication from us. So that's part of the main reason why we're asking people who we previously worked with to even still fill out the form. But the first thing is we want you to become a BCPA member because you will be accepted as we know that you're a BCPA member. Does that make sense, Elkanah?
No, it totally makes sense. And then the second practical question is with the QR code on the screen, clicked it. It just says, hey, you can pay, but do we put in the notes like, hey, this is for Elkanah Reed for Workopti? Is that how it links to the account? I just was asking.
Yep, that would be perfect. Yes, please
Okay,
leave a
perfect.
note in the account, and what we're doing is we're cataloging all who are members and then handing that list over to Regina for confirmation. We just have a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to, Peter, if you have a quick question, we'll answer your questions, and I think Nyasha may want to close us out.
Thank you so much. Quick question, Peter from AR Security, specialize in AI security and cloud security. We do partnerships like fireside chats. So as part of the BCPA membership, is there any collaborations with partners? Whereas we have, like, for instance, this 14th, we have a fireside chat with one of the top AI security pen testing SaaS applications right here in Frisco, Texas. How can we collaborate in either having some, documents or maybe some type of collaboration between Microsoft as we do these type of events?
Well, with BCPA, let's stay in touch. I want to make sure I'll drop my email address, and I would love to explore this idea more. But certainly there's opportunity with BCPA to network with your fellow members. We also have our marketplace where you want to do P2P deals with other folks. But if there's additional just collaboration you would like, feel free to email me and we could talk more. I'm really open to it and really excited.
Thank you.
Nyasha, you can come off mute?
Yeah, I just had a quick comment. So for the partners, there's a lot of questions around global expansion, areas that we can do programs in. I think it's important to understand that BCPA is a for partner by partner organization. Your ideas and your thoughts and your ability to help us execute is massive. So we had a partner that asked, hey, I want to do something for the Dynamics community. We ended up taking 10 partners, running them through a program, and then taking them to the community summit based on that ask. So yes, we can ask for things, but what we would really love is for you to take leadership, bring the idea, and help with the execution, because there's limited resources available. But we want all the ideas, and you're on the ground, so you know what the partners and the people need that are in your region. So please step up with your programs, with the things that you see as needs, because that's how BCPA was created. We were created because we saw something we needed, and then we built something that would fill that need. And with that, I'll turn it back to Alyssa and Regina to close us out. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that, Nyasha. You're absolutely right. This is for us, by us. So as much as everyone wants to lean in, this is, as Frank says, help more hands make light work. So let's make sure that we're coming together and working together to create the future that we want to see. I think it's incredibly important at this time. So with that, I think it's a perfect segue to our next event where we will be coming together to network, share stories, and fellowship and learn from one another for Black History Month. So the event will be on Wednesday, February 26th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and we will spend an hour learning from each other, having conversation, and really celebrating ourselves as a community. So thank you all. We look forward to seeing you in February. Have a great one.